the next reaction of aldehydes and ketones is the aldol condensation. Now, this reaction is given by those aldehyde and ketones which has alpha hydrogen atom. This is the required condition. So the aldehydes having alpha hydrogen, when these are reacted with dilute base like 10% of NaOH, they undergo self condensation to give beta hydroxyaldehydes, and these beta hydroxyaldehydes are called as aldol. So here the product form, it is aldol, and the reaction is condensation, so that's why it is known as aldol condensation. So see here, aldol condensation is given by only those carbonyl compound having alpha carbon and hydrogen at alpha carbon. That is important. So what do you mean by alpha carbon and hydrogen? See here, this is the functional group of aldehyde, that is CHO, and the carbon atom next to functional group, it is called as alpha carbon. To this alpha carbon, the hydrogen atoms attached, those hydrogen atoms are known as alpha hydrogen. So in acetaldehyde, this is acetaldehyde molecule. In acetaldehyde, how many hydrogen atoms are alpha hydrogen? 3 alpha hydrogen atoms are present. See, some more examples are given. Let's find out how many alpha hydrogen atoms are there. See here, CH3CHO, this is the functional group, this is the alpha carbon, it has 3 alpha hydrogen atoms. So it can undergo aldol condensation. Next example, benzaldehyde. In benzaldehyde, CHO group, this is the alpha carbon, and to this alpha carbon, no alpha hydrogen atoms are there. You can see here, all 4 valency of alpha carbon are satisfied with carbon atoms. No hydrogen atom is attached. So as in benzaldehyde, no alpha hydrogen atom is there, so it cannot undergo aldol condensation. Next is acetone. Acetone, this is the functional group. These two are alpha carbon atoms. It has number of, that means 6 alpha hydrogen, so it can undergo aldol condensation. This example, tertiary butyraldehyde. This is the aldehyde group. This is alpha carbon. No hydrogen is attached to alpha carbon, so it cannot undergo aldol condensation. So what is important requirement for aldol condensation? Aldol condensation occurs in aldehydes or ketones having alpha hydrogen atom. See here some more examples. So from these you can find out which can undergo aldol and which cannot. Now methanol, which is also called as formaldehyde. It has no alpha carbon and no alpha hydrogen. This is the functional group. No alpha carbon, so it cannot, no alpha hydrogen, it cannot undergo aldol condensation. Next is 2-methylpentanol. This is the functional group. This is alpha carbon. To this alpha carbon, 1 hydrogen atom is attached. As it has 1 alpha hydrogen atom, it can undergo aldol condensation. Benzaldehyde, we already discussed. No alpha hydrogen atom, so no aldol condensation. Benzophenone, now again these 2 carbon but no alpha hydrogen, so it cannot undergo. Cyclohexanone, see here, this is the ketonic group and these are CH2 groups attached. CH2, this is also CH2. Both are alpha carbon atom. That means in cyclohexanone there are total 4 alpha hydrogen atoms. So it can undergo aldol condensation. Next is this 1-phenyl propanone. This is the carbonyl group. This is alpha carbon. This is also alpha carbon, no doubt, but it doesn't have any alpha hydrogen. But this alpha carbon has 2 alpha hydrogen, so it can undergo aldol condensation. Now next is phenylacetaldehyde. This is a benzene ring. Phenylacetaldehyde. Again, aldehyde. This is alpha carbon. 2 alpha hydrogen atoms are there. So it can undergo aldol condensation. And butanol. Butanol. This is CH2OH. But this is the alpha carbon. Here it has 2 alpha hydrogen atoms and hence it can undergo aldol condensation because CH2OH group easily get oxidized into CHO. So if we consider it as a CHO, if it will get converted into CHO, this will be the alpha. And as it has 2 hydrogen atoms, it can undergo aldol condensation. Now, how the reaction takes place. In aldol condensation, 2 molecules of acetaldehyde, 2 molecules, you can see here, 2 molecules of acetaldehyde, when reacted with dilute alkali like dilute NaOH, it undergo aldol condensation and it gives beta hydroxy. See here, this is the functional group, this is alpha, this is beta. At beta position, there is a hydroxy group and there are 4 carbon atoms in a chain. So its name is beta hydroxy butyraldehyde. Here in beta hydroxy butyraldehyde, 2 functional groups are there. One is aldehyde and one is alcohol. So aldehyde and alcohol, they combiningly called as aldol. And that's why this process is called as aldol condensation. In aldol condensation, what happened exactly? During this reaction, see here, this is alpha carbon and this is alpha hydrogen atom. So during this reaction, alpha hydrogen atom of one molecule gets added to the carbonyl oxygen of second molecule and alpha carbon attached to the carbonyl carbon of that molecule. So here what will happen? CH3, CH, oxygen we will take down, O. To this oxygen, alpha hydrogen atom is attached from this molecule. So it will get converted into OH and alpha carbon atom of this will attach to this carbon. So we will get beta hydroxybutyraldehyde or aldol. Simply here we can write down this reaction that when 2 molecules of acetaldehyde or ethanol, it reacts with dilute NaOH, they undergo aldol condensation and we get this 3-hydroxybutanol which or beta hydroxybutyraldehyde, which is also called as aldol. But this aldol molecule, it loses water molecule, when it is warmed in presence of some acid. So here what happened? This OH group and hydrogen atom is removed as a water molecule and there is a formation of butanol, or there is a formation of double bond between alpha and beta carbon atom. So this is actually aldol condensation product. alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde is the aldol condensation product. Now, what do you mean by cross aldol condensation? When condensation occur between two different carbonyl compound is known as cross aldol condensation. Now here if you see, this is one acetaldehyde molecule and this is propanaldehyde. Both the molecules contain alpha hydrogen atom. Both. So that means both are capable of undergoing aldol condensation. In this situation, we get 4 products. That means suppose A and B. Suppose this is A molecule and this is B molecule. Both are capable of undergoing aldol condensation. When these two, they undergo aldol condensation, that is called as cross aldol condensation because both are different. In this case, we get 4 products. Those are A condense with A, then A condense with B, B condense with B, and B condenses with A. So these 4 products are formed. These 4 products are shown here. Here, this is the condensation product of 2 molecules of acetaldehyde. It is BA product, that means propanaldehyde and acetaldehyde. This is AB product, that is acetaldehyde combines with propanaldehyde, and this is BB product. So, it is not feasible to separate all these 4 products. Here as we are getting mixture of 4 possible products and it is not possible to separate them. So generally, cross aldol condensation in this case is avoided. But here you can see when acetaldehyde combines with propanaldehyde, we get these 4 products, aldol products, and all these 4 aldol products undergo condensation, that is removal of water molecule. From this, if water molecule is removed, then we get CH3, CH, double bond CH, CHO. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4 aldol products are formed. Above 2 are self-aldol products. Self means when acetaldehyde combines with acetaldehyde or propanaldehyde condense with propanaldehyde. But remaining 2 are cross aldol products. In this, 1 molecule of acetaldehyde combines with propanaldehyde. So, cross aldol condensation is not feasible when both molecules contain alpha hydrogen atom. But here, in this example, you can see one reactant like benzaldehyde. It do not contain alpha hydrogen atom, so it itself cannot undergo aldol condensation. But acetaldehyde, it has alpha hydrogen atom and it can undergo aldol condensation. In this case, we can get only 1 product, not mixture of 4 products, but only 1 product, and that is in a good yield. So in this case, how the reaction takes place in cross aldol condensation? Benzaldehyde cannot undergo aldol condensation, but acetaldehyde can undergo. And here, again, alpha hydrogen atom is migrated towards the oxygen. This alpha hydrogen migrated towards the oxygen, so it gets converted into OH, and this carbonyl carbon attached to this carbon. So there is a formation of aldol. Or simply you can show it like this also. Here, this NaOH, it abstracts the proton from this alpha carbon, so it gets converted into negatively charged carbon, that is a carbanion, and this carbanion will attack on this carbon. There is a formation of this negative ion. It accepts the proton from water and we get a aldol. So, to get a good yield, one thing we need to remember that in cross-aldol condensation, one molecule should not undergo aldol condensation and one molecule only undergo aldol condensation. Then we can get a good product. So, another example is benzaldehyde and acetophenone. Here, benzaldehyde, it cannot undergo aldol condensation as it doesn't have alpha hydrogen atom. But acetophenone, it has alpha carbon as well as alpha hydrogen atom. So again, how the reaction takes place? Alpha hydrogen atom migrated toward the carbonyl group. So it carbonyl oxygen. So it will get converted into CHOH. And this CH2, remaining CH2, will attach to this carbon. And we will get this aldol product. This aldol on heating loses water molecule and there is a formation of alpha beta unsaturated compound, that is aldol condensation product. Again, it is a very good example of cross aldol condensation. Here, one molecule do not contain alpha hydrogen and other molecule contain alpha hydrogen atom. So, we get only one product and it is in a good yield. Next reaction is Cannizzaro reaction. So, we will discuss that reaction in next video.